Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the xsinick show. I haven't been on for a little bit. I had a really pleasant surprise by some family, and we really had a good time. Hoping that the next time would be even better, and everyone would have even more fun the next time we meet. So, coming back into working on the hair for that character that we left off. I took some time also during that time to kind of try to learn the tool a little bit, and I reached out to some of the hair tools developers on on Discord. And what it is, it's a tool, it's a plugin called Hair Tool for Blender, and let's go to their website and see what we could check out about it. I'm pulling the video up right now. So I'm wondering, how was your weekend? How was your day?
There's one simple hearing hack anyone can
nope.
use to improve their hearing almost overnight.
Nope, not that. One simple hack, exactly. How was your weekend going? How is your weekend going so far? How is your weekday going so far? I would like to know, did you miss not having me post every day or every other day? Let me know. I would like to shout out, of course, MechFan0 and his and his family, for coming to visit me here, and also visit somebody else that he cares about here also. We had a lot of fun, and hoping that it's going to be even better, right? We all was, it was all a new experience for all of us. So, but coming back into this this hair tool now. So the hair tool, let's see here. Blender hair tool. Okay, here we go. So we're just gonna jump right in and just kind of browse through. So the hair tool is made by a guy called Bartosz Styperk. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Bartosz Styperk. He created this lovely intricate tool for Blender, and you guys saw me load it up in the last video, and I was trying to use it, and it was a little bit, I was rusty, and plus a lot of it updated. So I got the updated versions. I was trying to figure out how to put things together, and I went onto the Discord, and the lovely people in that Discord chat, they helped me out to kind of get up to speed, show me where things were, and I told them how I wanted to work with it, and they showed me different ways. So that's the beauty of this plugin, is that he shows you how you could use it in different ways. And yeah, so you could have, you don't have to have bald characters or characters with really weird looking hairstyles in games anymore. You could simply use Bartosz's wonderful hair plugin. And let's jump right to his YouTube channel. Let's take a little look here before we dive into to what I'm doing. Okie dokie. So here we are on Bartosz's webpage, and there's a lot of great videos on here about what you can do with the hair tool, and he has a bunch of other tools that he built for Blender, like Blob Fusion is one where you could kind of build characters really quickly using these kind of like clay-like balls and cylinders and stuff like that. And then he has another one Another plugin that I'm thinking about maybe getting at some point is a plugin where you could group objects in the conventional sense like you would in 3D Studio Max and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get right to it. Let's jump into to kind of like what he I'm looking for a video that really showcase a bunch of different things. I love the way that these characters that he's using to, especially the first set of characters that he like this, like he's using to put the hair plugin on. They're really amazing, and they actually inspired me. I was like, I want my game characters to look exactly like that. You know, when I saw this like years ago. You know, and yeah, let's jump into one of his tutorials here. Okay, we're just kind of skipping past the YouTube ads here for a minute, guys. Okay, let's jump straight into Bartos's hair tool.
Hello, this fits in the tutorial how to quickly set up hair system.
Let's get some volume.
So I will assume you have some mesh with curves attached. I will add hair system to curves by going to the hair tool tab, then search for hair system, and in hair system
It's a little bit low.
Pick plus strand generation. And now I will reduce width of the profile by going to the profile tab and set this to 0.01. The width depends on the size of your object. And now in the deformers, strand generation, we'll bump up the city. Again, the city depends on the size of your object. I will now add basic setup with tilt align. So I will click plus icon, tilt align, and then I will taper those using plus set radius. And let's say this is looking good enough. So I will now use Ctrl+Shift+H, import default material. This will also generate default UVs. And I can try to convert this to mesh using this button, but it will complain that hair curves are not supported. It is because I attached hair system to curve object. So I will fix this by using Ctrl+Shift+H, transfer hair system, and move this to empty mesh. And now you will see that this new object was created and hair system is attached to it, as it is independent from the curves and from the sculpt mesh. So I can now use finally the convert to mesh, and this time it works okay. If I go to edit mode, you see the mesh hair cards, and in here you can see the UVs were correctly generated. So you can then go to file export and export this to game. After that you can use Ctrl+Shift+H and restore hair system object. So now you can tweak with the settings, maybe change the scale or something, and then repeat the last step with convert export. So that covers the basic setup in 1 minute. So this time I wanted to show you a slightly different workflow. We will create hairstyle with split. So I will separate this edge, and we will use the right side and the left side for two hair systems. So let's go to the hair tool and attach hair system to mesh this time. So click plus strand generation. I will reduce the width again, and let's go to the deformer settings, reduce the length like so, and let's maybe bump up density to 1000. And just to make it more interesting, I will add noise deformer. You can scale globally the noise influence in here. So the smaller the object, the smaller global size you would want to use. So maybe make it even smaller. Not this small. Okay, so let's say.
Okay, so I'm not gonna play the entire video of him,
I will now want to copy
you know,
this
putting all the parameters in. I'll just scrub through a little bit. It's a little low.
This menu.
I'm trying my best to turn it up a bit. Just kind of scan through. So kind of like so when you're doing hair for video games, you gotta use these ribbons of polygons, which is what he's doing.
Here I will paste those, maybe reduce the length in here.
Right, and you could all see this on his YouTube channel.
Now I will show you how to work with UVs. Basically,
And you could also join
thing
the
that
Discord
changed is
if
that
you're into
finally
all
you
this
can
stuff.
use a trans filter hair system. Do not filter any tag this way to another
Kind of
one.
scan through a little bit.
Combine them using
And he's
Control
kind of
J
showing you
now
how things work out.
to braid profile with UVs. But that we will
Now
have
he's showing
to
you a
use
different
polygons
hairstyle
to
that you could
do
do with the
wireless
tool.
strands.
And we're going to
So
jump
we
right
use
into
the
using the
speed of
tool in a
track
minute
strands,
here.
then bump up
Just kind of showing
the
you,
frequency,
you know, the
reduce
wonderful
the
work
radius, and now we
Bartosz is,
have
you know, has done
each
here.
braid is made perfectly from 3 strands, so it's very uniform. And
You could even do braids. That's
looking.
amazing to me.
So yeah, I think that.
So this tool is really
nice.
extensive, and,
So
and
we
all
change radius by
the people out
radius
there
set.
on the
We
forum
taper
actually
the
helped
parent
me
strands,
kind
and at the
of
same time
figure
we
out
will
how to
taper
navigate the tool,
curls like
because
this.
there's a lot of
And
aspects
so
to it
yeah,
and a
so
lot of
big
approaches
influence
you
of
could
the
take,
hair
which is
strands look
really
is
brilliant.
coming from the
Okay, so you could check that out on his YouTube page
and
here.
influence width if you can.
And there's a lot of examples of how this tool could be used, and I think he has also other videos with other tools, like the blob tool fusion that he's created. So that's Bartosz Styperk. I believe, you know, if I'm saying your name wrong, Bartosz, then I apologize, but I think it's Bartosz Styperk, and it's Blender hair tool. I spelled hair wrong here. But anyways, let's get to what it is I'm going to do. But before we even jump into that, I was working on some AI also, some you know, some enemy AI for the project, and let's just take a quick look at that. Just, you know, I like to showcase some of this development stuff behind the scenes, just in case if anyone who has the game from Steam is watching me now or even after the fact, you know, you guys could kind of see what's happening. Okay, so I'm gonna let's fire this little test scene up here, and I'm in the middle of porting it over to the new I'm porting over the game here to the new Godot Engine 4. So there's a lot of different things. So I was kind of working on some enemy path finding here, and you know, this is just a demo level, you know. Still some things to work out, but you know, so I could come up here and just kind of, you know, aggravate these guys to follow me. Let's come here, let's run. Right now what you're seeing is the debugged scene, so let's turn off the debugging for a moment. It's a little bit, I'll just kind of run through that real quick again. Let's see if it'll work this time here without that. Okay, here we go. Okay, we just have the path finding as debugging. So let's pull out a weapon here. Let's see if we get the rest of the guys to follow us. So this is what I was working on. I was working on the fact that they could follow you. When they reached a certain point, they would creep up to you and then they would attack you in different ways. If you're far away, they will run at you, and if you're too far, they would not follow you. So these are the things that I was learning how to program. Right, they'll walk up to you and then they'll do a certain attack when they're that close. So when they're even closer, they'll change their attack. Right, like that. You know, they change their attack because they're a little bit closer. And of course, you know, we can get rid of them, you know, with bullets. You know, I still got to work on it, but that's how game development goes, right? You know, you cannot break one thing to get something else fixing. Something else fixed. You know, so take out a whole bunch of them, and you know, have all of these guys following. We could chase them around the level here a little bit. Right before what happened, I think the part when I had was working on these guys, the pathfinding broke, and now the pathfinding is fixed to some degree. I think a guy fell there. There you go. Right, so I have waves of enemies that could be spawned in. All right, so let's jump straight over to Blender, and let's work on the head of that guy, and using the hair tool, let's fire Blender up and let's get it going. Okay, here we go. So let's go to the General Mathis heavy topo. Okay, so this is what I did. And so I'm gonna do this over, of course, because you can see he has a big bald spot right there, because I was actually learning the tool and getting help from the Discord. So I was actually able to pull off the look of his facial hair, you know, and I'm pretty happy with how this looks. So let's go through how that was actually done. So first of all, let's bring up the concept art. Okay, let's bring up some pure ref here. Okay, I got pure ref. And let's put the artwork of what this guy looks like up on here. Let's just navigate to the directory. Back to design, heroes, Mathis. Okay, so this is the guy. Bring him up. So see, I was trying to get it, you know, I think his beard could be a lot thicker, a lot white, a lot fuller. So let's get this started. So there's different ways you could approach doing this, and I did the hair one way and then I did the beard another way. So let's just get accustomed to the tool here. So right off to the side, this is the hair tool. Okay, so we have the head. This is my head. I'm just going through my collections here. Okay, and all these have the different hair things on it. So let's see. So let's see. This is my head retopology 2. This don't save here. Select modify. Let's take a look at. I want to see this other file. This file look a little bit later. Well, let's see what it is. Okay, so this file is like from scratch. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to copy the other file, clean all the hair stuff, and we're going to start over. I'm going to select the other file and do that. Okay, so let's save this over. Alright, so we do have a copy, and let's get rid of all what we did here so far, and let's start over. And the goal is to get it to look like this guy here. Just gonna make sure Windows is always on top. Okay. Okay. The lovely thing, I was able to use their pre-made eyebrows and stuff like that. So that was really cool. Okay, we're gonna select this. I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of get rid of that. Okay, we got a hair sculpt. So we're gonna try different ways, and I'll show you the different ways here. So first of all, we had a sculpt, right, that I drew over. Right, I'm gonna show how that is done there. Okay, that's the hair guy. That's for the head. And for the beard, we have a conventional topology here. So let's get rid of this here. Let's get rid of the hair stuff. All right. So see what I did? here was there's a retopo of the face, and then you could actually take that retopo of the face and you could sculpt it to get volume. That's what I did. But for this demo, let's conform it back to the way it was. Let's see if I could do that here. I'm going to select that. It's going to go project, negative XY, right? So we just put it back to the way it was. You know, I'm going to work it from scratch. I'm going to collapse that. I even had eyebrows, but we're going to use the eyebrows from what the plugin has. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Okay, so I got the beard guide, I got the head guide. We could do the eyebrows from their thing. Also, they have like literally they have a guide you could use for the hair, for the head itself, to make your own hair, which is pretty nifty, you know. And this is it right here, scalp. So I could hide the sculpture that I did here. And you could see that it comes with a kind of bold plugin. Yeah, the scalp plugin here, and you could conform it to to your needs. But I won't be using that. Oh, and they have the eyebrows guide here. That's what this is. So let's get rid of that. And let's start with the head. Let's start with the hair. So we're going to hide the beard. We're going to go to here. We're going to take our time and just get this happening. Okay, so basically what I'm going to draw is kind of like guide hairs. And you start drawing with this tool by holding D and making sure that you have the tool activated right here. Right? And you want to draw two tips. And let's start off by doing let's just make sure and save this while I'm in here. Let's start off by just holding D and just drawing a stroke. Okay, so there it is. It made a stroke onto here. But what you want surface snapping. So let's Control Z back. Let's turn surface snapping on. And there's a lot of things that you gotta tweak here. But as you go along, the tweaking will get better. So let's go D. Right, and it kind of approximates, right, like so. So this is where I got worried when I started working with it, is that the orientation of the hair seems to always want to be like this. And I'm not sure it's the nature of the splines, because it's doing this through splines. So what you do is that you add a bunch of modifiers in here to then make it conform to the sculpt. So we're going to focus on drawing these strokes here. So I'm going to just break away onto the Wacom. I'm going to hook up my Wacom tablet so I could do it I could try to do a good job. The last one I did it with my mouse and it's fine. But let's try for my Wacom here. This is my Wacom. let's put this back here. And let's hide xsinick. She's I know she's watching, but we don't need the extra yellow bear in here as yet. Or rather, let's go over. No, let's hide xsinick. Okay. Let's put that down here. Okay, so I got this on my Wacom, so I'm gonna break out my tablet pen, so I could basically try to draw these strokes a little bit nicer. So one thing I learned is like when you're drawing it, these strokes are supposed to like face so that the stroke would almost be a straight line. And we're going to take our time and draw and look as we draw to make sure that everything is somewhat okay. Okay, let's do that over. Okay, now I believe that that warning that came up. Let's come here. Just come here in our settings for a minute. So this is where I was getting a little confused with the settings here, but the settings are pretty straightforward. Let's come in here. Elevation, reduce, embed roots. So there was a fix that I got for embed roots, but I know sometimes it gives problems. So I'm just gonna turn it off for a minute. And the embed roots actually did work, but let's see if that removed that little warning that pops up. Nope, so yeah, that's something else. I'll put the embed roots back on. It may be complaining because I haven't put in a subsystem, but it's fine. Add here system. Let's do that. So you see now it put in a here system. You could hide that for now. So if you put a here system, you see what it does. It tries to make hairs that follow that, but we could turn that off for now. We could focus on just drawing. You know, hopefully that'll get rid of that thing. So I'm looking at how his hair falls. I'm looking at the sculpt to see how the hair wants to go, and that's what we're gonna do. Oops. Okay, hold D. And you don't necessarily have to draw a whole bunch of these. You just have to draw a couple just to kind of hint at the direction. And that might actually be the preferred way. Right? But you know, as an artist, I'm very careful with this stuff, right? I feel like I need to hold the software's hands all the way. I'm going to try to be a little bit looser than I was when I was doing it. Okie dokie. I think we're well on the way here. Let's come back with a middle part here. Holding D is a little weird, but it's, you know, hey, I would hold D all day if because this tool saves you a whole bunch of work. Oh, that actually didn't sound too good. My bad. I would hold the D key down. Excuse me. That did not sound good. All right, guys. My apologies. Okay. I think I want to draw one here. So what I've gathered from working on it before, you don't have to be so tight as to draw every little iota, you know. And say if like there's something that you don't like, you could literally come here, go into sculpt mode, and there's this select thing. Actually, is that the select? Actually, let's go back. Go back into object. Oh yeah, and you could select by, I think, like right clicking. Yep, like that. Like you see, like I don't like that. Press delete and delete spline, and it'll get rid of that one. Yep. So so a really good job on this, making this tool. So I had a really fun time with a lovely group of people, you know, that I've grown up with, and we've known each other for a long time. You know, for the past day or two, and we went to a park that had kind of like a waterfall here in New York, and it was, you know, that park is really magical, and hanging out with those people was like the best time ever. You know, I probably didn't show it at the time. You know, sometimes your face and your expressions and, you know, how you come across might not actually be the way that you feel. You know, at least for me that happens. But I know there will be another time, hopefully, God willing, and you know, we'd have even more fun then. Okay, I think I'm a little too tight with that one, so I'll just do Control Z. I'll get rid of that one and not deal with it, and let's do one. Okay, I'm going to try to move a little quick here, guys. Let's see the density, good count. I know there's like a resolution. This is steps. I want to raise my steps up a bit. Actually, I had my steps way more than that. And you can view this stuff in wireframe just to make sure that all your you know, make sure that you're optimizing as you go. Also, I think I want to pull one here. Now I'm actually going to try to show you different ways. So this is just one way you could use the tool. There's actually other ways where you could actually generate. Or is that is the tip actually working properly there? Or? Okay, that's weird. I'll have to deal with that later. Okay, let's get some of the. Let's get that side right here. So from what I can remember, being looser with the guides is better. Right, I'm being a little bit tight. It's like one of those things. As you use a tool, you kind of like give it trust as you go as you go along. You know. So So this could be a simple comb, right? So like combing means that it will generate a bunch of hairs, and then you could just use a tool to comb them and shape them like you would. And totally, anyone who's accustomed using this tool will just completely look at me and say like, dude, why don't you just generate a bunch of these guide hairs and then comb them into place? And I think that's definitely you know, a legitimate way, or maybe the way to do it. Yeah, I'm being too tight with these guides. Okay, let's just get the top of the head here squared away. Just gonna redo that one. Oh. Oh no, Control Z actually undid all that. Anyway, let's do it quicker. Bring this here. Right. Just make a bunch. Ah. Okay, let's try again. Okay, getting somewhere. Steps, guide count. Remember, like putting the guide count to like 8 is good. Let's see the wireframe on this. Distance, density. Okay, well that's fine for now. Okay, this is the draw. Okay, so it should be under draw. Draw profile. Okay. Yeah, so this is where you wanna kind of work things out. Snap the surface, which is fine for now. Flat profile, profile width. You could make things a little bit thicker. Let's go back into shaded. And let's view wireframe overlay a little bit. We could view the strands that we're drawing and put a wireframe overlay, turn that down a bit. Oops, the opacity. Okay. Strand radius. Okay. And I believe I have like some sort of adaptive for reduction. Let's do something like that. You don't interfere with max length at all and elevation. Roots is fine. Reduction 12%. Turn down that reduction a little bit. Okay. 8%, maybe more like 10. And I remember going in and adjusting the profile. See, rounded profile? No, it was flat profile, but I had more subdivisions. And max length, extend strands. Okay, so that's cool for now. Let's get back into drawing this thing. Another way, you could just do it here like this too. This will work. Okay, let's continue. It's kind of really like the curve resolution. Oops. If you don't happen, oh my gosh, really? You see, that's pressing, what do you call it, Control Z, because I hit the wrong button. That's fine. Aha! Look at that. Delete that. See, BM element LM key, invalid key must be a BM lay item. So it's something maybe I don't have this set up in the right way, but it's just a little warning. Okay, so we got kind of like, you know, it would be good if, you know, this was evenly spaced. This probably is like overkill to try to guide it, but it's just the way that I work, right? Okay, let's come and get these. Just take a look at what we did on the other side. Okay, I'm going to come back from this corner here, bring this guy here. That probably wasn't that wasn't very good. Let's just do this a different way. Let's sweep it back. Just gonna save real quick. Hold D down. Just like really try to look and see. That those guys might be actually wrong. Maybe they should be pushed back some. But for now, I'm just going with what I have here on the sculpt to some degree. Just to know if there's a wireframe on here. Okay. Just delete that. You don't want that to start something more like this. Okay, I want something like a swirl right here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna come like this, make sure that this comes back like so, and I'm just gonna run a couple of these guides off here like so. What I would also want to do to probably come from here. Oh man, did I just do that? How do I get that back? I might lose everything. Okay. Lose up to the last save. Let's go D. I'm just gonna run this like so. Run that like so. Alright, so a bit more guides than probably what most users of this tool would use. I'm just trying to show that maybe his haircut wasn't that good. We'll see what we'll get. Okay, let's just do that swirl. Coming up again. Be interesting, you know, if a developer of this plugin see how I'm using it, you know. I don't know if it would drive them up a wall. They're like, we didn't intend it to be used like this. You know, who knows? Make sure I press D and not S. Okay. Right, and your hair, the way it grows is like, you know, the hair is probably not this long, right? It's a bunch of short hairs that are grown, you know, but I'm adding this guide here that look as if like, I don't quite know how I could move this part here. I think there's a way to do it. I just can't remember right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just continue drawing. And maybe we could comb it out later. So I'm gonna try to get some of these strips here. We're almost done with the head. Alright, and again, this is overkill because at the time when I was doing this, I was thinking that I have to place every ribbon that I need. The only thing that this might actually do is that we wouldn't need as much filler. So I'm just kind of looking it over real quick here. Should not do that. Okay, let's take a look. Let's turn the modifier on. Okay. All right, so let's come in here and let's start to take a look at this thing. Okay, so we got to add some modifiers here. So the first one I'm gonna add. Let's just save this before I continue. File, save. Let's just go straight into that rendered mode, right? Let's go steps 8. I want to go up to 7 steps. Alright, 6 is fine. Okay, so let's add a modifier. I'm gonna add a tilt. I'm gonna add tilt to source surface. Alright, we got that selected. make sure we have the right one here, guys. Back away on the steps. Apparently the steps. Okay. Okay, steps. Source generator length. Generate the guide. Strand generator. Steps is 3. And you could have a length mask. Let's just leave the length. Let's just turn that off. Turn the length up. Go 1. Okay, and this is where it gets pretty interesting. You could use a density. Density, let's go 300. Right, you see where it's kind of starting to kind of do something a little bit. Then we could actually get in here and start to work on it some more. Okay, tilt surface. Oh, this is a draw. You could do a twist fix, and we'll try to fix all the parts that are twisted. Okay, let's work on this some more. Let's try another thing. Tilt. Let's add tilt. Really? Let's turn the density down. Okay, I'm just going to go through this. So, parent's guide. Okay, I'm using interpolation. Okay, spawn distance. Okay, that's. I remember this being a big deal. Let's turn that spawn distance up just a little bit. Steps. We could turn up the density now. Go 10. Sorry, let's go 100. Yep. Okay, now we're getting somewhere here. Let's see what other things they have in here. Smooth strands. You could smooth the strands out. That will work. Strand generator. I wonder if I could, can we push that up? Move deformer up? Nope, that's the highest one. Smooth strands. We do iteration of 3. A little too smooth. Let's drop that back. Amount, weight. Okay, weight is 0.5, that's fine. Let's get rid of that tilt. Let's put the tilt to surface. Now the funniest thing is that here always gave me some kind of problem, but we could always comb that out, right? Let's come in here and apply like that tilt. Tilt along surface. Tilt to target. Which to source surface. Tilt to target. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pick the source surface. This here as the target. Try twist to fix. I don't know if that works, so. Okay, this is fine. Now I think you could go in each individual strand and you could pick through them and you could adjust them. But most of it actually held up, so I'm not gonna be too mad at that. Let's see here. Okay, let's try to see if we could do a little bit of combing. Now, from what I Okay, so this is from what I remember. I remember having to use a selection tool to select these strands in order to comb them. Let's get rid of the smooth strands for now. I'm getting some sort of slowdown. I'm not quite sure why that is, but strand generator. I'm still gonna take a look at this one more time. Guide count 8. Let's turn that down. Let's turn it back to 4. Align to surface normals. Okay, turn that off. Okay, we got some we got a better result here. I think these guides may be too dense. See flat profile. See profile, flat profile, resolution 2, profile resolution 2, and I remember these being a bit higher though. Let's hide. Let's see if we could hide my guide here. Alright, let's take a look at this. OZ. Wireframe. I'm gonna just hide the head for a minute. Okay, there's wrongness until, yep, definitely. So, okay, seems like I'm back on track here. Let's see if we could overlay some wireframe on this. There we go, a little bit of roundness happening. Just trying to figure out like how the wrongness wants to go on this. Line to surface. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, we seem like we're getting back on track here, guys. So there's a couple of stragglers we could fix. Okay, so definitely this tool is about going through some of these settings here and adjusting. I'm gonna bring the resolution down. So 2 and 2 I think is fine. Let's try 2 and 3. Really get that little bit of roundness happening there. Go back to 2 and 2. Okay, that's fine. And maybe like I'm experiencing some sort of slowdown here, maybe because, you know, I'm actually streaming, so Let's bring the head back. Okay, I'm just bringing everything back onto my desktop. I don't think I would need to use a Wacom to draw those hairs anymore. Okay, it should be a little bit faster. Okay, let's see here. Density, random, seed is one guide. Use interpolation, yep. Spawn distance, okay. We're gonna turn the generator back on. Actually, it's on. I'm going to turn up my density. Let's go back into edit mode here. Oh, you can select everything in edit mode. Really? And can you go back into sculpt and everything's selected? Well, wouldn't you look at that? That's what I was looking for. Come on, guys. Okay, let's go. Okay. Turn this wireframe off. Okay, we need more density, of course, so I'm gonna go 300 this time. And nothing is wrong with going in and deleting some of these just to get things to work. Always seem to get that little kink right there. Not sure why. Just doing twist fix on this, just to leave it. Now that it's 75, let's try 50. $100. Okay. So the resolution is set. Okay, let's try for width. Okay, that's a little too thick. .5. Of course, that's a little too thick. Oh, I see this. There's one here that collapsed. Let's try 0.1. Okay. Maybe I want some more strands there. Let's change the seed a little bit. I'm liking that a little bit. Let's go density 400. I'm gonna hide this hair thing. Maybe what's happening, I need more guides. Because it's just like this big wisp of hair. There's nothing that's actually happening going over there. Hey, is that Jose Consico? How's it going? Thanks for following. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do some more hairs there. So that's what you could do. I mean, you could literally add more hairs there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop this back down to like 200. Right? I'm gonna add more hairs here because there's like big wisp of hair just coming like in like that, and that's probably not. That's probably just mad confusing. So let's fix this. Let's bring up. Let's bring this back. I'm gonna make sure that we activate that drawer here. Oh, we can actually deactivate it. Let's activate it back. I'm gonna hold D down. Oops. Oh, stick a while. I might actually want to turn off these modifiers. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna delete that for now. Okay, I'm gonna hide this modifier, right? Let's just draw some here now. D. And I'm using my mouse, right? Oop, I need to put my snap back on. Let's hide this. Okay, let's go into the. You see, at every stage you gotta like really look into what it is you're doing here. So there's D, profile width. Okay, that's fine. Bed roots, strand radius. It's fine. Okay, let's go. Okay, what I'm gonna do is start to do these smaller. Oh, that didn't just happen. Sorry, D. Could probably try to lock this down. You could literally do that in Blender. Just lock rotations while I'm in here. So I don't accidentally shift it. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, we're gonna make these smaller strands now, D. Oh, let's bring back our concept art here so we could kind of see what's going on. Hopefully this should kind of guide the others. Because here's all starts. They don't just start like where on the seams. They start all over the place. But then you have short hairs, believe it or not. Not everything is these long ribbons, right? Try to give it some of that kind of sophisticatedness. See if that'll help. There's a lot of drawn up guides here. Can I be any more safe? I was like, oh yeah, no, let's just draw like a few of them, and like, behold, you know, here's a ton. Okay, it should be good enough. Let's see what we got. That does help a little bit. Let's add a smooth on that. Simplify strands, and that is a pretty cool thing. A little smooth and then put the align on top of that. Then let's see what simplify does. Oh, come on. Smooth. Smooth strands. Push that to the top. Right. Strands here, let's go simplify. Max point count. Or then you can mask where you want, how you want it to simplify. So technically, when I was doing this and it was reaching to some, let's not simplify strands. Let's get rid of that. And let's see here. I started to feel pretty good about, you know, what the result I was getting after a while. Okay, strands, da 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 da. Okay, steps. I know more steps definitely helped. Let's see. There's input value for unconnected sockets. Right, so that's default. What does the steps actually do? For some reason I thought I saw like, yeah, maybe it's not working here, but I actually saw you know, these little hints that would come up. Anyways, let's move on. I actually had a steps. I remember having a step of 8, but I may be hallucinating because it only goes up to 7. So let's go back down to 6. That's fine. Okay. So with those smaller hairs, they kind of guided these kind of wild hairs that were happening inside of here. You know, like there's a little wild hair here, and I'm sure, you know, if I come in here, I have draw on. Hold D down, and just kind of draw. Let's see what that does with this curly guy here. So it's going through all the. Yeah, it's going through all of them. So yeah, it kind of tries to kind of sort it out. So I'm gonna hide that again, and just kind of come through and do some of that. So D, hold D down. You draw. Hold D down. Draw. Let's hold D down again. And it's fine. It's fine if we have all these guys, this guide here now. You know. Okay, let's come back again. Alright, so there's a ton of guide hairs there. It needs to know what to do by now. Okay. Okay, let's increase the density now. So let's try 500. Right, and we could also increase the width. So density, so we're gonna go through here. So on the strands we have the length. The length is 0. What does that do? Let's put it up to 1. It's fine. I think you could control the length using some modifiers in here. See, it's looking a little bit controlled. Align to surface. Okay, we do not need that. At least not for now. And you can even remove parent strands. That's interesting. Let's see here. The resolution. I happen to notice resolution here is for the curves themselves. Add a little more to that. And this is for the roundedness, the profile. Let's not do that. Let's go back. Let's control the width. Let's make this a little bit thicker. I'm gonna go to the width of 2. Twice as thick. So now it's kind of covering. Right? So a lot of little bold patches, but if we hide the underlying sculpt, you know, it kind of works out. Because in truth and in fact, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you know, you have like an underlying texture. So if you see through the hair a bit, it's no big deal. You know, so I'm kind of picking my battles right now with different things. Although I don't think you necessarily need to with this plugin, but it's good to practice, you know, picking your battles with things. So let's see here. I'm gonna put that back on, and I'm gonna do a short here that comes here that kind of probably tries to guide a little bit. Now, I'm by no means the expert of using this plugin. You know, I'm just an artist who found it really, you know, really cool that a plugin like this existed that saved me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to make hair like this. Not like this, and not this quickly. Right? So, again, those guys deserve a lot of credit. Okay, I'm gonna take another one up here. Right, and remember we can make these kind of intermediate. Oh, that could be a little bit longer. Just delete that. I really thought in edit mode you could like literally move these, but I don't think you can do that. You could definitely select them and then comb them, you know, using the sculpt tool. Let's comb some of these. Try to comb this guy here, this guy here. See, so I'm moving some of these to make a little more sense. I could add some smaller strands to come down the back here, which I think would be appropriate. Just gonna try to comb these out. Little cowlick or cream type here. Okay, let's see what we get now. So I go back into object mode and I turn the generator back on. It's a little bit better. Let's turn some of these extra, like the smoothing and the tilt. Let's turn that off. It wouldn't. Actually, we probably would need these two. I'm just gonna take a look at what I have here for rendering. Okay, so basically not that much. Let's go back into to the combing here. So go back into sculpt. Okay, so yeah, with this on, it's going to take, you know, forever. It's kind of like you got to iterate and then look. So let's turn this stuff back on here. I'm going to do another strand right on top of here. Just looking to see where it needs some level of attention. Of course, we could adjust this later. Okay, let's do like another strand in the middle here. Yeah, this is kind of bare in the middle there anyway, so let's go back to object mode, hold D down. I'll do something like that. Excuse me, guys. Okay, let's turn it back on. Okay, let's turn off these thing. I think this looks it looks pretty cool for now. Let's save. And maybe we tune up the density just a little bit more. I don't know if like my density is too high in relation to things, but maybe the density is fine. And another thing that I like to do is to duplicate, right? So let's add a duplicate modifier on here. So we got the strands, we got everything tilted. right? Then I'm gonna come here in the modifier and generators, duplicate strands, and this should add more fullness. So that's really full. That's a really full header here. Come in here and tune up draw strands lines. Look at that. That's too much. He's like, he's from the 70s right there. Alright, so let's see here. The amount, let's go at 3 for everyone. Okay. Even thickness. What is that? Radius. Distribution shape. Okay, we want the distribution shape to be 0.5 if I can remember. We wanted to hold a little closer to what's already there. Maybe we go a little bit more. Let's see what the distribution shape of 1 is. All the way up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, let's go 0. So maybe I gotta turn my density down a bit. Let's turn that down. Okay, density is 500. I'm gonna go to 200. Okay, I'm gonna go back up to my duplicate strands here. Okay, I'm gonna put 0 for the shape. Okay, so this is where previous tests that I've done, like I did a previous Blender one, like this. I'm gonna open that up. And I'm just gonna take a quick peek at some of the settings I had. Because I actually spent like a lot of hours fine tuning it, but we don't have to go over that over again. I could just kind of try to dial straight into what I did before. I'm just opening that up on a separate screen. Okay, so I'm just going to look at my strand and see some of the settings I had here. So the density was 300. Let's go back up to the tippy toppy. Oh, my steps was 3, so let's go back down to that. Okay, not much of a difference, that's good. Length. I actually had 21. Okay, density random 300. Yeah, draw distance. For some reason in here I have 0.2. Oh, okay, that gives it like a thicker thing happening. Guide count actually had 8 in there, that's what I thought. See what we had as a profile, 3 and 2, that's correct. Oh, width actually was a little bit less than 2, so 0.1. Right, that's starting to look a little okay. Right, it was a little too thick before. An uplift was 0.8. Got the default hair material. Okay. See profile here. Okay, so all that was left alone. Turn draw hair off. Key operators, that's actually, yeah, turn that off. Okie dokie. So let's start to go through here and add more modifiers to get this thing looking snazzy. There could be more short hairs here to build up the bulk on the side here, but that's okay. For some reason I'm getting like slightly better performance in here. I'm not sure what that is about. Okay, so we're gonna do a bunch of things. So we have the strand generator, we gotta sort it out. Let's remove the smooth. I don't have that in the other one. Although smooth can actually was nice, but it's fine. Align tilt to surface. I'm just gonna plug in those settings. Tilt to surface. Oh, twist fix ratio was 300. Okay. Making sure everything checks out, so this is fine for now. Mask. Okay. Let's go down now. So after that, I had to embed roots. So let's embed some roots. Let's remove duplicate strands for now. Let's embed some roots. Embedded roots. Let's move that up. So with embedded roots, let's choose this. Okay. 0.7. Oh, there's an offset. Okay, and what else? I had a region, UV region distribute. That's this thing here. Push that on top. Right, and then I had a tag so I could add some more things to that. So I assign a tag. Assign tag. Alright, this was my tag. Alright, on top here, now I'm gonna add another one. And add a filter. I'm gonna put the tag in. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna add a noise to this. Okie dokie. So noise here is all over the place. We're gonna try to tame that a little bit. See 0.05. For that, let's go 0.05, 0.05. Let's go 3 in this. What else? 0.4. Leave 0.5 there. You just leave everything else. Let's go back into here. Now we have our duplicate strands. Let's take a look at the parameters for here. The duplicate strands. The amount is 3, 1. Radius actually is 0.03. Right, so that kind of brings everything in perspective there a little bit and still adds some volume. The smallest setting affects the entire look of what it is you're trying to do. You know, that's the one thing about doing this kind of stuff. Mask is 0.3. Okay, let's see the distribution shape, tip roundness. Let's go 0.05, actually 0.5. The distribution shape, okay. And tip roundness, 0.5 on that. Okay. I'll go a seed of 2. Checking everything else out here. And I think we might be set with this stuff right here. Just looking it over. Okie dokie, and then we're coming in here and we're gonna add a lengthen. I'm gonna lengthen the hair a bit. And this is stuff that I spent like many hours kind of like tweaking. Okay, so external factor is 0. Extend factor 0, lengthen 3, 1, 2, 8. So without lengthen, or did I not change anything in lengthen? Okay, so this is on 0, so that's not right. Let's see 0.01. Okay, so this kind of actually lengthens the hair. Let's do a little bit more. Let's go twice the length. Okay, let's go 0.1, 0.0. Let's go 0.1. Okay. I kind of like what is giving the little wisp on top, and that's the whole point of having something like lengthen, I think, in here. So that's a lengthen factor, and then we want clumping. So let's clump all these things together. Let's go and get some clump child, and this is where the magic happens, right? Okay, clump child. Let's go 0.6, and I'm gonna leave the influence at 0.5. Okay, so it looks a lot more natural back here than in the previous model. And by the time we add some hair text, hair materials to his head, it's gonna all flow in. All right. Not bad so far. So far it's looking somewhat like this guy. Okay, so the next thing we gotta do is the beard. So let's save this. I'm gonna make sure and select that and just double check these settings here. Okay. Let's change that. I want to change the hair material to see if the color actually changes. Oh yeah, it totally does. Here, short map. Oh yeah, that's for the eyes. Okay, let's go back to the hair material. Should be basically the same there. Okay, let's do the beard. So I'm happy with this for now. Let's do the beard. Let's bring in the guide for his beard. So this was his hair, guide for the hair. Let's just zoom in and just kind of take a quick peek. Yeah, so that'll work. You know, we might want to tame his ears a little bit. I mean, I probably went a little overboard with the ears. You know, and you could do things like you could cut the hair and all that sort of stuff, but we're not gonna jump into that right now. So let's show the beard mesh. So this is the beard mesh. And for this, we're gonna do differently. We're just gonna add some modifiers. We're just gonna add some modifiers and get this one going quicker than we did the hair. We're not gonna do it by hand. Actually, we are gonna do it by hand. My bad, guys. We're gonna do just a few guides, but we're gonna use this thing here instead. Alright, we're gonna use some guides. We're gonna draw it on, guys. So never mind my ranting. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so I'm gonna add a hair generator, standard generator. Right, I'm gonna hide it for now. I'm gonna hide this this here. Yeah, this little bug that I encountered with this hair part here. Yeah, if we hide the guide, the hair, I believe we could take this out. Yeah, it still doesn't. Let's put that back. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. Anyways, let's get back to here. Let's hide the hair for now. Hide that, hide this. Okay. Let's just work on the beard. Right? And I did come in and add some guides and that kind of thing. And draw hair on. Let's press D and see what we get. Yeah, it's pretty thick. Let's look at the draw parameters right here. That might be good for now. Let's pick the target as beard guide. Let's do that again. And well, something real weird happening here. Let's do the width a little bit less. Holding D down. Oh, I got the wrong thing selected. Beard guide, okay, D. Oh, it's embedded in the roots, that's what's going on. Yeah, I kind of want to turn that off for now. Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's just zoom out. Okay, here we go. I don't know where that's from. Okay, let's get it again. Oh, they said this bed looked like it may be a little bit better than the one I did, and that's the whole point, you know, when you grab onto like plugins like this, you kind of want it to You want it to work out a little bit better than it did when you first started. Whoops, let's get rid of that one. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's do one more layer. Okay, let's see what we could do with this. Alright, so I know this was a lot of modifiers on here. Is that save? Okay, I think I was a little too careful with this one, but hey, you know, gotta work with what I got. Alright, so we got this selected here. Let's try and generate a subsystem. Put 3 in this. I wonder why I pull back on the length on this one. It's very strange. Okay, density is 300. Okay, so a lot is going to have to happen here for this to work out. I may need to make some. Okay, let's go here. Strand length mask. Length 1. Use parent ID. You see, I think the length might have to come with like a vertex map, like a weight map, so let's not use this. Let's go to seed 6. Density 300, seed 6. Let's go guide count 8. Spawn distance is 0.3. Let's go to profile here. 3, 2, hit 1, let's go 0.2, this one. I felt like I did a better job. I was a little too careful with this one. I was a little more wilder with the last one. Let's remove align with surface normals. Okay, let's start adding some stuff now. Let's add tilt to surface. Tilt to source surface. I'm just gonna go through each of these just to see what I got by itself. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. So by the end, it's gotta look kind of like that. I was a little more gung ho with the brushing of the. Let's try and generate a tilt to surface. How much tilt do I have to surface? 64.8. Let's go into edit mode here. Let's just go into edit mode here. Select all. And then go into sculpt mode. Let's see what options we have here. Snake hook. Oh, that's interesting. Let's try combing it. I'll try combing this out. Make it look a little wilder. Oh yeah, that's the action. That's be the action. There's a little Wolverine thing going on. The wild man of the north. And you know, to think about it, I did comb the other one. So maybe that's why it came out looking so snazzy. No. Okay. Okay, I think that's somewhat alright. I might want to bring these down a bit. Okay, starting to get the rugged look, which is pretty good. Not as rugged as the one I did before. I went buck wild in that one, but I think this is fine. Okay, so next thing I want to do is duplicate strands. This is safe. Generator, duplicate strands. Let's move that deformer up. It's my good old fan duplicate strands right there. Okay, I'm just gonna plug in the numbers I played with before. I don't want to bore you in the stream just tweaking to that, but this is what I'm doing right here. Okay, I think that's it for duplicate strands. Okay, now we're gonna just do a little bit of clumping. Okay, after clumping, we did a noise before. Oh no, hold on. Okay, clumping, noise before. After the noisy form, I want to do a lengthen. It was 0.4. Oh, look at that. Definitely looks like a wild man with a lot of beard. Not too bad. Alright, then I want to put the UV distribution down. I wonder why I put it all the way down there. Yeah, actually I put another UV distribution. I don't know if that's let's put a mirror. So after lengthen is a mirror. There we go. Let's see the settings we have in the mirror, all that sort of stuff. Right, so now we need to put some tags. I want to mirror, you want to mirror the parent stuff also. I'm going to add a filter. I'm going to put a mirror and another lengthen. Alright, so we got that full back thing there. And let's add another lengthen to this. Oh, look at that. That looks kind of like it there. Oh. Lengthen factor 0.2. Oh yeah, look at that. It looks almost a spitting image. So let's bring this here back. I like this one a little bit better because it's a little bit wilder. You can just hide this here material here. There we go, I think we got it back. Just come with the bed here and bed roots a little bit. Just embed roots on the parent. It's a complete offset. Oh no, yeah, I'm getting rid of that. Let's come back to the top here and let's see. Let's go back to the strand generator. Without a line to surface. Good line. This here is it is a little knotted up. Select this beard. Just not align it to surface. Just come back down here. Okay, let's do his eyebrows. I don't know why the mesh below the hair refuses to hide. Let's unlock these things. Yeah, I think this is looking closer to the guy than what I had before. Let's get his eyebrows happening. So one good thing about this, I'm gonna show you. So I've showed you how to kind of lay the stuff down over a sculpt. Then I've showed you how to use it using a standard mesh. Now they have templates. Let's use one of their templates. You get some of these, some of this here. Okay, so let's look for one. Okay, these are the different kinds they have. They have eyebrows right here. If I click append, it's going to bring the eyebrows object in here. See eyebrows. And all you got to do is just scale it up to where you need it. Just kind of move it in place. You can even go like a front view and do it. Now you could draw the eyebrows with a strip, kind of like what we did with the other stuff. Let's just do this with this 3D cursor with a scale like so. You kind of get kind of like his general eyebrows shape. It's kind of that there. Something like so. Yeah, let's bring it forward. Right. His eyebrows forward. Alright, and the next thing we're gonna do is there's some deformers on this. Some modifiers. Eyebrow guide. Here's a surface deform, subdivision surface. Okay, so the shrink wrap, we wanna use the shrink wrap to project the eyebrows onto our target guy. And I happen to know use the auxiliary also. And voila, I just put the eyebrows right there on him. But also, you know, we could go a further step and we could shape the eyebrows. You can press tab. You can do it like that. Shape it just a little bit to how we think our guy would want to be. And you know, at this point in time, I'm just looking at the overall thing and nothing in particular. Something like that. wanted to see what I did. Okay, this is hair system for the eyes. Get a strand generator. Density factor. There's a max density, that's just scope 2. Oh, I don't know if that actually did anything. Oh, okay. Just a slightly different here. Oh, okay, so the max, we gotta play the minimum density up. Really? Steps of 3. It's a little bit nicer. I guess my eyebrows are a little more cartoony and this is a little more realistic. Well, a lot more realistic. Let's go pick a seed. Just not just straight up from there. Spawn distance. Oh, you got a random here now. No, I'll put it back to here. You can't go higher than that. That's interesting. Anyways, is there, you know, however they have this set up here. Profile resolution. That's everything is fine. I'm cool with that for now. So I'm just looking at the side view to see, make sure the eyebrows are actually on the ridge. They're actually on the brow, on his brow. Okay, save this. Okay, so my previous exploits actually did come into play. Let's see what else we could do here. So that template was pretty nice to just drop that in there. Let's look and see what else they have. We have eyelashes. Let's see what the eyelashes will do. Okay, let's go to the front view here. I'm gonna grab it, put it right there. Just scale that up. Of course, these are more for the ladies, but we can make this work for our guy too once we shape it and everything. Yeah, I think that should be enough. the eyelashes section here. Of course, with the guy we want slightly less eyelashes, but eyelashes nonetheless. There we go. And we could use soft selection. That's 0. Tag that. And press G for grab. But let's change this back to the dot. Grab these two parts here. Grab. And you could just take the little soft selection. Just kind of slightly move things into place. And believe it or not, some you know, some guys, believe it or not, have kind of like long eyelashes, but you don't want it to look too you know, you want it to look like, you know, like a guy's face, right? If you're doing a guy, and of course if you're doing a girl, you want the eyelashes to look more like that. So you gotta adjust these things. You can't just leave them as is. This has like a mirror on there, so you can mirror. Let's go to the side view. Get the other side. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, we definitely gotta adjust his how his extreme his eyelashes are. So I'm going to make select the grab. Right. It's going to go on the top view here. Let's isolate that and let's kind of even it out so it's not as fanned out as female eyelashes. Although I've seen some guys, as I said, I've seen some guys with some huge eyelashes already. Okay. So continue to tweak it. At this point in time, like when I'm doing stuff like this, you know, kind of want to go in ham hands, you know, and just, you know, get it to where I want it. Something like that. And the good thing, once you get one side looking kind of okay, the other side is automatically done because it's mirror modified. It's been mirrored. It's been mirrored over there. And his eyebrows could be a lighter shade, of course, you know. And his eyelashes, my bad. Oh, they actually have a scale in here. Here we go. They're trying to make it look more like a guy's, you know, a guy's eyebrows and stuff. Eyelashes. Look at his eyebrows, eyelashes. If I could hide that piece of hair, that hair geometry. I think I know what's going on here. I select this. Select those two. Okay, I'm trying to move these to this proper thing. Okay, let's see if this fixes that. Oh, it's missing the modifier on here. Okay, so the modifier was on here. Okay. I see what's going on. Oh, I might have crashed Blender. Oops. And I'm pretty much sure we got the guy looking like how he should look like. Except for his eyes, right? We gotta do his eyes. I think his eyes could be literally like... Whoa. Like he has modifiers back. Okay, this is like the last hurrah with this. Ah, come on. Gonna undo edit. I'm really putting this plugin through his riggers, huh? that. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I was playing around with the thing. I know better than to do that with plugins. But you know how you're on the show, I always have to show you things that you should not do. Go back one more again. Hopefully this is fixing that modifier thing that I did. If not, I'll just reopen the scene. Okay, I'm gonna reopen the scene. The scene is reopening. Oh. Oh no. I'm gonna hide this for now. Okay, I could simply get rid of the modifiers here. What was I doing? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, back in action. All in the effort to try to hide this this shape here. Okay, just gonna leave this like this for now. I think this is just a glitch. I forgot there was something that I did that actually glitched it. I can't really remember off the top of my head right now. Oh, I think was it actually adding materials? Hold on. Go in here and make sure this has the bed material on there. Okay, let's go over into shading. I basically have everything here. I just need to get rid of that stupid guy. Back into the hair system. I'm gonna open my last Blender scene just to see what I did to get rid to all that set up so I could hide that white material that's under his head. I don't know, is that coming true if we render in Eevee? I know if you I think it's because, you know, I did the finalize here thing. Let's see that. So I select that here, operations. Alright, convert here to mesh, finalize here. Yeah, that totally did it. Okay, so here we are with this guy. So what's going on with this guy now? Let's go back. Control Z that. Undo this for a minute. I don't know what happened to the bed here. All of a sudden his beard looks different. Let's see something. Okay, I'm gonna have to reopen this. And it could be something very simple, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Convert here to mesh. Let's see. I know that there's a non-destructive way of doing this, but we already have this, so I'm gonna convert this. Aha! So as soon as I do that, the bed goes away. Control Z. Put that back. I just need a way to hide this stupid thing. Let me see something. I don't want to see it at this point. I'm just gonna check something else out. Something here. Wow. So there's some kind of lasting thing on here. Ah, so there's some kind of residual thing going on here. Let's select this. Let's convert this and see what happens. Finalize here. Let's do that. Nope, we still retain that. Select this. Finalize here. Okay, we retain the two of them. That's fine for now. Okay guys, that was a little bit of a struggle coming down to the end to get that, you know, but I would say it was done. We did it. So the only thing I think has to happen to this guy is that he needs some eyes. Wonder if let's see if we can get his beard a little bit darker. There we go. Alright guys, looks somewhat close. Of course, you know, we could do more tweaking and that kind of thing, but I think for what we got, you know, you could definitely start to do a little bit of sculpting, a little bit of mesh editing, and it'll be top notch. So let's see what we got here. Let's open that up. Okay, time for me to go hang out with my wife and have some fun. So yeah, I think they're a lot closer. Just need some eyes happening, right? Okay, I'm gonna save this as. I'm not gonna destroy the live one. So good thing we have like a little backup here. I think this looks fine for what it is I'm doing. Just a one-man show, so we're gonna move on. So yeah, so that was this here tool. This was the xsinick show. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking me out and that kind of thing. Again, I hope you have a blessed day. I hope things go well with you and you know your family and everything like that. You know, if you want to bring this really close, so now that I'm watching it, let's see. What you would have to do is gonna try to light the scene kinda. Let's see what the scene looks like if it's like lit through cycles. Cause that's my main thing that I use here. Background, and I'm gonna use a sky. The elevation, I'm gonna use 60. Let's rotate it. Sun intensity, I'm going to turn down to 0, and then that's going to allow me to see the strength of the global. Of course, and if I wanted this color, I could make the skin a little more towards this color, but I think this should be fine. Alright guys, so the guys did a really good job with this here tool. It works either way. It works here, and it also works, you know, in kind of like in real time in Eevee. So right now my guy looks blind because he needs some eyeballs, right? He needs some pupils. So that, hopefully, God willing, I'll do an extra. I could do an extra stream tomorrow, and well, extra for me. I'll do a stream tomorrow, and we'll give him some eyes and stuff like that. And yeah, so far, that's been it, and coming from a drawing to a sculpt to adding here, and now we're gonna focus on some eyes. I think this is doing pretty okay, right? I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for checking me out. Remember, you could check me out on Discord. Check out this hair tool. If you use Blender, check that out also if you like. And even check out the video. So you can roll back to the front of this video and check out the link on YouTube for the video for this. So, okay guys, I'll see you guys in a little bit. This is xsinick out. I'm actually, I'm in here while I'm talking, actually looking for denoise. There you go. That's better. Yep. Alrighty. One step closer, right? Okay, everyone, have a good one. God bless. Peace. Take it easy. xsinick out. Hopefully, see you not tomorrow, definitely Monday, but I'll try to do the eyes on Monday. On tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
You. And you have no capacity for understanding the magnitude, the labor of generations that have come before you, and what shortly lies ahead. I could have mentored you, passed on the knowledge that was passed to me. But now I'm dead. You are a thread of hope for opening the gateway and preparing for the arrival.